The 4-3-3 formation. The 4-3-3 is one of the most popular football formations in modern football. It uses 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 forwards. The 4 defenders include 2 center-backs and 2 full-backs. In midfield, one player usually stays deeper to protect the defense, while the other 2 midfielders help create attacks and control possession. The front 3 consist of 2 wingers and 1 central striker. The wingers provide width by staying near the sidelines, but they often move inside to create scoring chances. The striker focuses on finishing attacks and occupying defenders. This formation works because it creates a strong balance between attacking and defending. Teams can press high, control possession, and create chances from both sides of the pitch. One major advantage of the 4-3-3 is attacking flexibility. The 3 forwards can quickly create dangerous situations. Another advantage is midfield control, because 3 midfielders can outnumber opponents. However, the formation requires players with high fitness levels. The wingers must help defend, and the midfielders need to cover large areas. This system became famous under teams like Barcelona, where possession, pressing, and quick passing became key parts of their success. The 4-2-3-1 formation. The 4-2-3-1 is one of the most widely used formations in modern football. It contains 4 defenders, 2 defensive midfielders, 3 attacking midfielders, and 1 striker. The 2 defensive midfielders are often called a double pivot. Their job is to protect the defense, recover the ball, and start attacking moves. Ahead of them are 3 attacking players. The central attacking midfielder usually acts as a creator, while the 2 wide players provide speed and support from the wings. At the top of the formation is a single striker. This player must hold the ball, finish chances, and bring teammates into the attack. This formation works because it provides excellent balance. Teams can defend with many players while still having enough creativity to attack. One advantage is defensive stability. The 2 holding midfielders protect the center of the pitch. Another advantage is attacking variety because 4 players can support the striker. The disadvantage is that the striker can become isolated if the attacking midfielders do not move forward quickly. The wide players also have defensive responsibilities. Because of its flexibility, the 4-2-3-1 has been used by many successful clubs and national teams around the world. The 4-4-2 formation. The 4-4-2 is one of the most traditional and recognizable football formations. It uses 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 strikers. The defensive line consists of 2 center-backs and 2 full-backs. The midfield has 2 central midfielders and 2 wide midfielders who support both defense and attack. The 2 strikers usually work as a partnership. One may drop deeper to help create chances, while the other stays closer to the goal. This formation works because of its simplicity and balance. Every area of the pitch has players responsible for defending and attacking. The biggest advantage of the 4-4-2 is its organization. Players understand their roles clearly, making it effective even for teams without expensive squads. Another advantage is having 2 strikers, which creates more pressure on the opponent's defense. However, the formation can struggle against teams that use 3 central midfielders. The 2 midfielders in the center may become outnumbered. The 4-4-2 became especially famous during the successful years of Manchester United, where wide players and striker partnerships were important parts of their attacking style. The 4-1-2-1-2 formation. The 4-1-2-1-2, also known as the diamond formation, uses 4 defenders, 1 defensive midfielder, 2 central midfielders, 1 attacking midfielder, and 2 strikers. The midfield creates a diamond shape. At the bottom is the defensive midfielder, who protects the defense. In the middle are 2 central midfielders, and at the top is the attacking midfielder, often called the number 10. The attacking midfielder is responsible for creating chances and connecting midfield with the 2 strikers. Unlike formations with wingers, the diamond formation focuses on controlling the center of the pitch. Fullbacks must provide width because there are no natural wide attackers. This formation works because some teams prefer dominating central areas rather than attacking from the wings. The advantage is strong midfield control. Teams can create many passing options through the middle. Having 2 strikers also creates more attacking threats. The disadvantage is defending wide areas. Opponents can exploit the spaces on the wings if the fullbacks move too far forward. This formation was famously used during Carlo Ancelotti's time managing AC Milan. The 4-1-4-1 formation. The 4-1-4-1 formation uses 4 defenders, 1 defensive midfielder, 4 midfielders, and 1 striker. The most important player in this system is the defensive midfielder. This player sits between the defense and midfield, blocking attacks and helping start possession. The 4 midfielders ahead provide support in attack and defense. The wide midfielders help cover the wings, while the central midfielders control the middle of the pitch. The lone striker remains ahead and waits for opportunities from crosses, passes, or counterattacks. This formation works because controlling midfield often controls the match. By placing 5 players in midfield areas, teams can make it difficult for opponents to build attacks. One advantage is defensive organization. The extra midfielder provides protection and closes passing lanes. Another advantage is flexibility. The formation can quickly change into a more attacking or defensive shape. The disadvantage is that the striker may become isolated without enough support from midfield. The 4-1-4-1 is often used by teams that want a compact structure while still keeping attacking options. The 4-5-1 formation. The 4-5-1 formation uses 4 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 1 striker. It is one of the most compact defensive formations in football. The back 4 provide the main defensive line. In front of them, 5 midfielders create a strong barrier in the center of the pitch. The wide midfielders help defend the wings and also support attacks when the team wins possession. At the top of the formation, the single striker has a difficult role. They must hold the ball, bring teammates into play, and create chances with limited support. This formation works because controlling midfield areas can make it difficult for opponents to create opportunities. Many teams use it when they want to slow down stronger attacking sides. The biggest advantage of the 4-5-1 is defensive strength. With 5 midfielders, opponents often find fewer spaces to pass through. Another advantage is that it can quickly transform into an attacking shape. The wide midfielders can move forward, creating more options around the striker. The disadvantage is attacking power. If midfielders do not support quickly, the striker can become completely isolated. This system is often used by teams that focus on defensive discipline and counter-attacking football. The 4-2-2-2 formation. The 4-2-2-2 is a unique formation that uses 4 defenders, 2 defensive midfielders, 2 attacking midfielders, and 2 strikers. The 2 defensive midfielders protect the defense and help control possession. Ahead of them, the 2 attacking midfielders operate in narrow positions rather than staying wide like traditional wingers. The 2 strikers provide a direct attacking threat and create problems for opposing defenders. This formation works because it allows teams to have both defensive stability and multiple attacking options through the center. Most people don't realize this, but the 4-2-2-2 depends heavily on movement. The attacking midfielders must constantly find spaces between the opponent's defense and midfield. One advantage is strong central attacking power. With 4 attacking players, teams can quickly create dangerous situations near the penalty area. Another advantage is defensive organization because 2 holding midfielders provide extra protection. The disadvantage is the lack of natural width. Teams can struggle against opponents who attack strongly through the wings. The formation became strongly associated with South American football and has also been used by modern coaches who prefer aggressive pressing systems. The 4-3-2-1 formation. The 4-3-2-1 formation is known as the Christmas tree formation because of its shape on the pitch. It uses 4 defenders, 3 central midfielders, 2 attacking midfielders, and 1 striker. The 3 midfielders form the base of the structure. They control possession and provide defensive protection. Ahead of them, 2 attacking midfielders operate behind the striker, creating chances and connecting midfield with attack. Unlike a 4-3-3, this formation does not use traditional wingers. Instead, the attacking players move into central areas. This formation works because some teams prefer controlling the middle of the pitch, rather than spreading play wide. The main advantage is creativity through central areas. The 2 attacking midfielders can create many passing combinations around the striker. Another advantage is defensive stability, because 3 midfielders protect the center. The disadvantage is the lack of width. Fullbacks must provide attacking width, which can leave spaces behind them. The Christmas tree formation became famous through teams that preferred technical football and central combinations. The 4-1-2-3 formation. The 4-1-2-3 is a modern variation of the 4-3-3 formation. It uses 4 defenders, 1 defensive midfielder, 2 central midfielders, and 3 attackers. The defensive midfielder acts as the foundation of the team. This player protects the defense and controls the first stage of possession. The 2 central midfielders have more freedom to move forward and create chances. The front 3 usually include 2 wingers and 1 striker. This formation works because teams want the attacking advantages of a 4-3-3, while giving extra protection to the defense. One advantage is excellent control during possession. The defensive midfielder allows other players to attack with more freedom. Another advantage is pressing ability. The front 3 can immediately pressure opponents when the ball is lost. The disadvantage is that the defensive midfielder must have excellent awareness. If this player is removed from the game, the defense can become vulnerable. This system is commonly seen in modern possession-based football because it creates a strong balance between attacking and defending.